Hey guys, Red Back here, and we are back with some more Minecraft. So, last time we did a bit more exploring. We leveled up, well, not leveled up, God, playing too much Pokemon. We bred our dogs a bit more, hey? That's always good, isn't it? And let's see if we can't head on home. So our home is this way. Oh, okay, cool. Because we are at 9033231. That is our home. Okay. So come on, doggies. Let's go. Hey. Ooh. Hey. Oh, look at all of our dogs. I haven't got enough of them. I need more. Hey. If there is anything that I will take away from this... Okay, no, yeah. If there is anything that I'll take away from this series, is that I want all of the dogs. Hey, I'm not the best at Minecraft. I'm not the best at survival, or building, or even living. I will be the best at taming dogs. Oh, there's a village there. Let's go see what's in that village. Okay. You and you. Alright. And that as well. Alright, come on. Yes. You. Oh. So many dogs. You. Nope. Nope. You. Okay, let's go over to this village. You know what I watched recently on YouTube? What I listened to, eh? Because the way my mind works, I have to, if I'm not in the room with Mrs. Bat, essentially I have to be listening to something. But essentially I was listening to Anthony Padele, which is one of the main creators of Smosh, which, to be honest, I used to absolutely fucking love Smosh. Hey, the humor was so good in that. Okay, are you? No, no. Hey, don't walk away from me. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. So that. Hey, are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No. He used to do Smosh. And I used to watch that every single day of my life. When I was a kid and a teenager, like early teens sort of thing. Like 13, 14. That's all I would bloody watch. Is Smosh, SSOH PKC, and maybe a bit of Jacksepticeye. But he apparently, since those days, because I went off of YouTube for a good 3, 4 years. I don't know why. I think everybody does, I think. You know, I thought that YouTube was more for kids and mainstream TV was more what I was... Okay, apparently our dogs have moved in here now. Ooh, look at all these apples. Hey, gotta love bread. What do I not need? What do I not need? I don't need this flower. Let me use emeralds. I don't need this wool. Yeah, so apparently since then he has gone off on his own. Hey, more power to him. And he started essentially an interview channel, which he is one of the most considerate, one of the nicest people from what I've seen on his channel, and from okay, let's go to bed. Oh, I can't sleep. What do you mean? It's nighttime, isn't it? There you go. from what I've seen of his videos, because I only started watching them like yesterday, but from what I've seen during Smosh, from what I've seen in his videos, and from what I've seen in his comments, apparently he is one of the most considerate and one of the nicest people you will ever meet, and still very down to earth, even though he's had 2 very successful YouTube channels. So obviously he knows something about it. But he was interviewing people with you okay, doggies? You okay? Yeah? Nobody die? Okay. People with different mental disorders, and each episode was like a different nope. Ow, 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 ow. Each episode was a different mental disorder. And one of the ones that I really found hard hitting was the ADHD one, because I myself do have ADHD. And it was a very I don't know, because I have other things as well as ADHD, so I didn't completely relate to what they were saying, but most of the stuff they were saying was like, yeah, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me. But I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was a little kid. And, okay. This episode might get a little bit dark, because I'm just going to talk. Because I do have a few things to say. What am I trying to do? F3. Okay, I'm going in this direction. Okay, and you guys can listen. You guys can piss off. I don't care, because I want to say stuff. And because nobody's gonna give a shit, to be honest. But if they do, I don't care, because this is my experience and my life. So fuck you. Anyway. I was diagnosed with ADHD as a kid, and this was just as ADHD was becoming an actual thing, you know? Before that, like, I was one of the first, not one of the first ever, no, but when I was getting diagnosed with ADHD, most people still thought of ADHD as, oh, kids behaving kids, and they just don't know how to deal with their energy and shit like that. And I had a counselor. Oh, nope, don't want to go down there. Okay, let's see if I can make this. Yes, I had a counselor. Like an out of school counselor. Okay, sorry. Let me try and sort my thoughts out. Okay, so I was diagnosed when I was about 8, 9-ish, you know? Like, no later than 11. Okay? And I was in middle school at that point. Okay? So, whatever year that is. And because of all of this, I was put on medication. But that's going to come in a second. But essentially, I had a counselor that wasn't affiliated with my school. And my school would then write a letter to my parent, saying that, oh, he's terrible, he never pays attention, he's failing all of his fucking classes, you need to sort your kid out, you know, he's distracting everybody else, he doesn't do any other work. But then to my counsellor, because they would have to write a letter to both of them, they would write, oh, he's perfectly well behaved, he's very attentive, he doesn't have any of this that you're saying he has, he's you know, he's one of our top students. Like, literally, my parent and my counsellor, they got together one day and they were like, okay, well, my counsellor got this letter and he was like, and they were like, okay, so I've just got this letter from your school and apparently you're doing really, really well. And my parent was just like, what the fuck? I've got a letter from the school and they're saying he's a dick. No. Come on. I tried to do it quickly so you guys would just teleport. And so, what, are you sure? Maybe you interpreted it differently. So, well, no, I think, like, them calling him a dick is pretty vindictive of, they think he's a fucking dick. You know? And my teacher, like, not my teacher, my counselor got out the letter and was like, are you sure? Like, this is what I got. Saying all of this, like, praising, like, the fucking sun shines at my ass and shit like this. And then my parent got out the letter that they gave to them, and they were just like, look, they're saying that he's failing everything. They're saying that he's distracting and stuff. And when you put the letters side by side, they were completely different, you know? Like, not only was the words different, but the way they used the language was different as well. Like, the connotations they used. What the fuck was that? The, the sort of, like, essentially the language they used was completely different as well. Okay, there you go, more dogs. And it was insane, the fact that they would just straight up lie and try and gaslight not only my parent, but also the counsellor that was sent there to help me. And it was essentially them saying, we don't care about your mental health in this sense. We don't care that you feel this way. We don't care what you've sort of like, we don't care about you. We're going to lie to you. We're going to lie to your parent. We're going to lie to your counsellor, just so we don't have to give you any help at all. And that was very eye-opening, the way that the world works and stuff like that. But not only that, like, I'm a big proponent of, hey, if it works for you, it works for you. You know, don't not take medication and stuff like that. I was put on medication for my ADHD. I was put on a bunch of different medication, you know. Where am I going? Oh, okay, I'm going this way. Okay. I was put on a bunch of different medication from ADHD. And it worked. It did what they said it would do. It calmed me down. It slowed me down, essentially. But the reason my parent didn't like it, they didn't like me on the medication in the first place, was the fact that they said that it wasn't me. I was always very talkative, when I was a kid anyway. I was always very talkative. I was always very passionate about the things that I enjoyed. Like, I wouldn't give a shit about anything that I didn't find interesting. Like, you know, I don't find modern history that interesting. I don't find you know, the way words are that interesting. I find obscure, useless facts interesting. I used to find dinosaurs so fucking interesting. I find dark, macabre, and absolute sadistic stuff incredibly interesting. You know? I don't really and so therefore, when I don't find Shakespeare or Of Mice and Men interesting, like, in any way whatsoever, so I'm not going to focus on it. But when my with my you and you, yeah, okay, with my what am I saying? I don't find any of that stuff interesting, so I'm not going to learn about it. But if I find something interesting, like the ancient Egyptians, like ancient religions, I find that incredibly interesting. Okay, I need to be careful, because I don't want my army of dogs to straight up die because I was careless and didn't want to go down the slow slope. Right. I find everything dark interesting. So therefore, I would pay attention to that if we ever got to those subjects. I find maths interesting. I find science interesting. Okay, so... Oh, I need to be going... that way now. Okay. And so therefore I pay attention. Okay, what day are we on? 88. I need to get home before day 100. I find all of those stuff interesting. And so that... Okay. Sorry, dogs. Did you... Okay. I try and do stuff quick, so therefore the dogs teleport rather than fall. And because of all of that stuff, I find... Okay. But when I was on my medication, I wasn't finding anything interesting. So therefore... But I was acting like a zombie. I would just do what my teachers told me. I would sit still. I wouldn't move. I wouldn't eat. And then I went through puberty. When I was like, what, 13? I started going to like 12, 13, that sort of thing. So I was on these pills for about a couple of years. And my dad... I was on these pills for like a couple of years. And my parent was like, they didn't really like it. And it was very, like, I was very robotic and zombified, which is apparently what they do to you, the pills. They, I don't know what they do specifically, but for me, they proper fucked me up. If they work for you, they work for you, you know. I'm a big proponent of medication. I'm a big proponent of mental health in any way that does help you. As long as it's not hurting other people, go for it. I don't care. But then I went through puberty, and my hormones started changing, and the way my brain worked, and the chemistry in my body started changing. And suddenly, not only were these pills making me feel terrible and awful because I wasn't feeling, you know, I was like a zombie. It was... Okay, I need to get up here quickly. So therefore my dogs don't start falling and dying. Like that. Okay, come on, come on. Yep, you're all good. Okay. Oh, isn't it like just over there? It's 3231. 33, so it's actually more. Up here. Yeah. Okay, but I wasn't depressed, at least not at that point. But these pills, they did something to my brain where suddenly I was incredibly angry. Like I have a little sibling, eh? I almost beat them to death. Not because I was angry, but I was angry, but it wasn't. Hey, there's my house. Well, no, no, it's not. Wait, where is my house? Here's my house. Yay! Hey, come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I nearly beat them to death, not because I was mad enough to beat them to death, but because these pills switched something in my brain where I think they like fucking kicked me or something, and normally I'd have just punched them back. Hey, come on, doggies. Yeah, the parade of dogs. I'd have just like kicked him back or something, you know. We weren't exactly um best mates, but we were brothers and siblings and shit like that. And because of this, he like fucking okay. I've already said too much essentially for my personal life, whereas like specifics, I have at least one brother, right? And this is the brother I'm on about. So my brother just fucking like kicked me or something. Nothing malicious, just pissing about and he kicked me. And I nearly beat him to death. Simple as that. Um and my parent was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know. He kicked me, so I beat him. So I beat him up." So, well, you don't do that. I'm like, "I know." And he's like, "Okay, well, let's go try and get this sorted out." So then we go to the uh, um, the counselor, whatever the fuck, I don't remember. And they were like, okay, well, let's try this other medication. And that didn't work because I was just not eating and not sleeping. There's like, oh, let's try this other medication. That didn't work because of some other shit. And then this final medication, like none of these medications were working like at all. And eventually I got to the point of just like, look, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep changing medications. I can't keep feeling this way. And my parent was just like, okay, fine, let's try this last one because you're doing well in school. I don't really like you on this, but your school's sort of insisting. So let's just get this fucking done with so we can show them, hey, look, we tried a lot. None of them were working. And so I'm like, fine, whatever. I don't really give a shit. So we go and we get this final medication. And this final medication was absolutely fucking awful. One, I didn't eat for weeks. Two, I barely fucking slept. Like, I've never really slept a lot, and I have light insomnia now, but I didn't have that back then. I was still sleeping a good, you know, before all my medication, I was still sleeping like a kid. I was sleeping a good 7, 8, 9 hours. Like, even if I was trying to, staying up later to watch TV and shit like that, I wasn't, sleep deprived until I got on these medications. But this, I was sleeping barely fucking at all, if at all. And after that, after I'm on this medication, and suddenly everything doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense. The world, my life, myself, my body doesn't make any fucking sense. And I'm not going through dysmorphia or body dysmorphia or gender identity crisis. I'm not going through any of that. It's just these fucking pills. And it got to a point where I'm not even depressed. Or I wasn't. I wasn't even depressed. And I just tried to kill myself. I tried to commit suicide. You know, it didn't get that far. I don't remember how. I just remember just trying to end it because I didn't want to feel that way. I didn't want to feel not like me anymore. And as soon as my parent was just like, no, you're not fucking doing this. He took me off all the pills. They took me, off of all of this shit. And it's like, look, you're just gonna have to learn to fucking control it. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. But it got so bad because simply the school did not want to believe that I had a problem. When I clearly fucking did have a problem. You know? Like, can they go through the locked doors? Yeah, they can. Okay, I don't really care. I like them with me. Um, I clearly had a fucking problem. I clearly had ADHD, and they were just, no. No, he doesn't have this mental disorder that is very clear that he fucking does have. We're not going to give him any sort of help, even though it's very clear that he needs this fucking help. We're not going to do fucking anything for him, even though we can easily do shit for him. You know? And it just got to a point where my parent was just like, well, who gives a fuck? Like, why aren't you gonna fucking help him? I mean, you know. And that was, yeah, my introduction to the life with knowing that I have ADHD, because of course I've always had it. It's a genetic disorder, you know, was my school completely disregarding the fact that I had ADHD. Uh, so yeah, there was, no, not exactly fucking great, is it? But, oh well, is what it is. But the reason I'm saying this is because of the I wanted to essentially share my introduction to it because of course I'm not on the Anthony Padilla show. I'm not on that sort of shit. But I just thought, you know, hey, I got my own fucking channel. I got my own, you know, videos that I make. I need to fill a certain amount of time of airtime with, you know, crap. So what? Where's all of my fucking okay? There's the I need. Okay, well, hold on. There. Let's just, you know, chuck all of this shit in here. Okay. Oh, oh, am I on day 899? I think this might be the final day, guys. Yeah, this is the final day. We did it. 100 days in Minecraft, 1.17. Hey, day 100. Okay, so we are on day 100 now. See that? Day 100. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've done in 100 days. We've done quite a few non-automated farms. Eh? I do like how my house looks. Eh? You know, and in these past 100 days I have gotten better, I think. You know, we've got this farm, and I've recently discovered that yes, you do need water in here somewhere. So that didn't work. We've got our I do like the way this looks. We've got this farm. We got these, which are essentially, you know, I shouldn't have put these here because then, you know, you can put them on the outside of farms and pens and shit, and then when animals come along to try, no. When mobs come along, they'll get caught on them. So we did that. We did our mine shaft, which is pretty long but completely fucking useless. Okay, I'm not going down there. Okay, we explored the world. We went into the Nether and died a bunch. We made our house. Okay, we got a mini enchantment room. I do like the way the kitchen looks. Okay, the barrels, the furnaces. The little chest area. I do like the way this all looks. We got our chest area here. Even though I was supposed to put it up here. And we got our little bedroom area with our 2 blocks of copper. Just, you know, sitting here. Our little bedside table thing. We got our quad farm. Which this kind of wasn't really... Oh, why is my dog sat over there? Wasn't really enough to breed the cows as much as I wanted. But we got a little cow farm there. But yeah, so that was 100 days. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, because I did enjoy playing this, even though it did, you know, expose the fact that I'm rubbish at playing Minecraft. But I will be playing it again. Probably not 100 days, like I said. The next time you see this, it'll probably be like a, just, you know, survival. The newest Snapshot Survival series. The NSSS, the newest Snapshot Survival series. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So, in a few days, I'll be beginning the NSSS. the new Snapshot Survival series. But thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because why not? Hey, it's free. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hey, look at all my doggies. Hey, say goodbye, doggies. Bye-bye. Hey, and until then, bye.